But so let's talk about, you alluded to lots of hadiths, and these are the, I think, religious dictions that you were talking about. But we see generally that world is progressing. There's so much progress materialistically, technology is progressing. And we also see that the mental illnesses are across the rise, across the world, right? And you see that the West has adopted a lot of Eastern methods of yoga and meditation in order to decrease the stress. I'm not denying their sad benefits, of course they are there, but do you think that in general there's this spiritual void because of the materialism, because of the progress in science and technology, and generally we are detached from the religion? That is why we see lots of stressing triggers.
You have brought out a very critical and it's closer to my soul and heart this point. Once we stop having two personalities, more than one personality, we will be comfortable. We are putting self-generated stresses to each other, and the shadow comes on the youth also, right from beginning. We have stopped teaching our youth power of hope. Once we are from the same society, same culture, same language, why we are most of us artificial with each other?
That's true.
We are, एक phobia है जो हमारे बच्चों में भी आ गया, हम में भी आ गया, power of hope कम हो गई है. That is, लोग क्या कहेंगे? I speak sense of gratefulness के बाद दूसरा point, generally I say this thing, people will not say anything. Start encouraging good things, to be closer to nature. Do all the things which are possible. For example, if we have gupshup, more interaction with the human beings is multivitamin against the stress. Why do we have separate dinners and lunch in our house? Why we have more screen time on this mobile? Why can't we have a venture towards to be closer to the nature? Why can't we only move only to the dinners and costly things, branded dinners I call it?
That's true.
Why don't we go to the parks and just have a some cup of tea or a kulfi even? Less is less.
As a society, it's just been ingrained into our souls and minds that, okay, if you go to a really posh place, you're going to have a nice time, you're going to have a good time, a good conversation, classy conversation perhaps, which you cannot have at a dhaba.
That's right. I generally visit dhaba on the holidays. I go with my son, I sometimes go with my wife. Let's have a cup of tea, let's have food. By the way, food is much tasty there.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Number of times during traveling, I had the sari from dhabas.
Yes.
Basically, it's state of mind. It's not brand.
It's
state of mind.
Yes.
People enjoy more. You just see it for a while. We enjoy more by showing those people things which they don't possess. We feel much pleasure to tell somebody I'm wearing a branded dress and enjoying rather than enjoying myself with my dress. So I generally call it a self-visitation approach. Self-visitation approach leads to the decency, and decency leads to the respect of the human beings. One of the artificial attitude I will just share, I just share in other gathering, that we don't speak the language which suitable to. For example, we can speak in English, and why do we speak English with our servants? Just to put him in pressure. We should adapt same language without any formality, without any artificial attitude with everyone. Will give a wave of relaxation to each other, and that would lead to the source of comfort to each other. We have so many good drawing rooms, but without people. We
so
don't call
people. It's a serious conversation, but my producer is pointing at me and telling me that I should follow this and I should speak more Urdu. But the thing is that it's just my work which I work on. I teach English language.
That's right, no issue. Good things. I mean, I move on to the stuff, not to the root. I am not concerned with the trees. Right. I am concerned with the quality of the fruit.
Right.
And quality of fruit is the language of human beings, and to be source of comfort for my youth. I just gave a message to my youth. Start spending your weekends in the parks and the open places. Go for walk, have a paratha on dhaba and have gupshup. Come down from the level of branded things, you'll enjoy more life.